The pandemic.
The pandemic.
Pandemic.
Are you ready?
All right. Let's get this brother on the line. Coach Korey.
Coach Korey, let's get it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I am your man, Anthony Smith, and I'm sitting here with my guy.
Yo, P in the building.
And this is Chop It Up. Normally where you get your weekly dose, but now we doing daily doubles. So we're gonna hit him over the head, P. What we getting him with today?
Man, today we putting Coach Korey. We gonna call him Coach Korey. We putting him on the spot. We're not even letting him know that we're calling
Korey on the spot.
So this episode, you guys, is gonna be a little raw, a little uncut. But the purpose of the episode is we want to just a quick background on Coach Korey. Coach Korey went to LA Film School. So he studied with the best of the best of the best.
Anybody that does not know LA Film School, just go ahead and look it up.
It's super, reputable for
I'm gonna put it out there that this is my big little brother. And he's one of the reasons that got me into shooting and the film and all of what we do now. You know what I mean? And even though he wasn't the person that drove me at the end, he was one of the drivers at the beginning. And it was somebody who was literally going to class every day, and he would come home and I would just be in the books with him like, hey, what'd you learn today? Hey, what's this? Hey, what's that? And anytime for a very long time, and not even saying it's stopped, because sometimes you run into those walls and you need to call somebody, no matter if they went to school, if they didn't. Sometimes it's P, sometimes my brother. But a lot of times in the past, it has been my brother, because myself and P even, we just felt like there was more knowledge that we could suck out of this dude because he was cinema ready. You know what I mean?
Right. He was shooting. I mean, he had music videos on BET, and we were like, damn, man, like. And
This
we're thinking like he lives
it.
around the corner from us.
Right. Right. This is somebody that we could physically touch. So you got to think about whatever industry you're in. If that's film, if that's photography, one of the larger photographers or videographers, and you being able to just go around the corner and be like, hey, what's up?
Right. When we first started, we were definitely all on his head. Like, yeah, hey, how you do this?
We were on his head.
Let me tell you something about Coach Korey. He ain't tell us shit.
Hey,
he would not give us the answers.
He paid for his education. He made us pay for ours.
He was not.
He
was
paid
not
for his in dollars and cents, and we paid for ours in blood, sweat, and tears.
He would let us know when we were getting better, but he definitely was not making. Just because we had that outlet, please understand, he did not just give us answers.
It's pulling teeth, pulling teeth when it comes to getting info. But he loves us, and it was maybe the best for us, you know what I mean? And maybe he saw that, and that was something that we didn't see in ourselves. But at the same time, I wanted it rolled out like baby sauce. I didn't want the full apple. You feel me? You feel me? Maybe it's the drink talking. Anyways, we're gonna call Coach Korey. We're gonna see if we can get him on the line, because like we said at the beginning of the show, we're trying to surprise him. We didn't want to give him the heads up and letting him know that we were gonna call him or anything like that. So you guys are gonna get the real, raw, dirty. I'm talking about from the phone ringing. Y'all gonna hear all of that.
Yeah, understand this might get a little graphic.
And I'm supposed to be doing some work right now, and I'm podcasting, so he might cuss me out right now, but we're gonna see.
All right, here it comes. Where's it at? Is it ringing?
Hold on.
Come on, man. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to answer the phone.
Oh, come on, Coach Korey. Yo, Coach Korey.
Hey, what up, man?
You live right now. We right here, Chop It Up. We had to call Coach Korey, put him on the line. I hope y'all can hear him.
Come on, you sleep? Get up.
What it do?
You good?
What it do?
Man, we had to get you on the line. Listen. This is the question that I got from my big little bro right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 2020, would you suggest somebody going to film school or not going to film school? And why?
Oh, for sure. So, all right. So in 2020, in today's market, I would suggest not to. It's going to be easier. You'll save more time. Just running into somebody that got the knowledge, and you can pick up the rest of the experience in a way, because the film they're making now, they pretty much run and shoot itself, just like the So you ain't got to know too much of nothing, just how to compose your shot. Once you figure that out, you figure out white balance, and you just, go from there.
You good to go. Okay, I like it. I like it. Now, like we said before when we got on this phone call with my bro, that he was the person that actually went through the grind of going to film school. So we had to get him online because our knowledge isn't from film school. It's from pieces of him, which is film school, and then a whole lot of YouTube. You know what I mean? So we had a whole lot to figure out. And he was our little gem of being able to just jump in the box and try and get some info from. So in 2020, he's basically saying, like, partner up with somebody that you know that's already in the game. Am I correct?
Correct. 100%.
Get behind somebody that's already doing it, learn from them, and continue going. Now, on top of that, what would you say is, we're gonna get in here. Hold on, we're gonna get in here. Hold on, let's chop it up. We're gonna get in here.
Understand this man's been drinking, Korey.
Oh, that's good.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. What you mean?
Let me hear. What's good?
Now, I got $1,500. What camera am I going to get?
You already know what I'm about to say. Anything you can afford, Sony line on. Go spend that $1,500. And I think that should get you just about everything in their lineup. When we're talking about mirrorless.
Okay.
You're saying Sony? You said
Sony body. He for y'all that didn't hear him, he's a little choppy in the background. Reception may not be the best, but he said grab a Sony body. Whatever you can afford for the $1,500. He's always been team Sony. Always. You know what I mean? 100%.
Always.
I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when they still wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
We was team Canon. He's always been team Sony. Now, with me owning a Sony, I can without a doubt say they got some good stuff over there. You know what I mean? Like now, P, what you think?
You know me, I'm GH till I die.
P is 100% GH, but that Sony ain't no punk.
He ain't tried nothing else. He ain't tried nothing else.
What are you talking about? I have a Sony. What are you talking about?
Listen, when
I have a Sony, I prefer the. What'd you say?
He got his cherry pop with the Panasonic, and you hated on everything.
No, I had a Canon first, bro.
Oh, we was in there. We was in there with that Canon.
Sounds like
that
a Rams
Canon
fan.
T2. Oh man, Rams fan.
Sounds like
we're
a
not
Rams
gonna
fan.
get into his football. We gonna keep it filmed.
Coach Korey don't even root for one team.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Hey, let's go pop it tonight.
We told y'all before we called Coach Korey it was going down on this phone conversation. You know what I mean?
He's talking that shit. I got a Sony, bro.
It's going down.
We got the Sony, we got the Panasonic, we got the Red. What's up?
No, look. That's what's up. I'm glad you're trying new things.
I hate Coach Korey.
Hey, as you can tell, Coach Korey got his name for a reason. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing you can tell the coach because he knows it all.
Not the rookies. Not the rookies.
Oh, here we go.
Now we rookies. We're gonna have to hang up on his ass.
Right. We're gonna have to get this nigga off the phone. Maybe he been sipping too.
He over here discrediting us. We ain't rookies no more, bro.
Hey, you're not. Whenever y'all ladies is ready, y'all let daddy know, and I'll come to y'all.
Okay, so listen, y'all see what we got to deal with.
I hate Coach Korey.
So we're gonna stay on subject and on par. And with that being said by my brother, you guys already know how we feel about the whole situation. But I feel like there's so much information that's out there, and not only on YouTube, just on the internet by itself. There's guys that have been to film school and they basically took the best out of it and put their own film school together. There's individual courses that you guys can take. There's all kinds of things, but I feel like the thing that film school may give you that I'm not for sure if it does is the self-confidence
And the
network, which is the biggest thing. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you're from like a small town in Kentucky somewhere, you know what I mean, and you need to come out to LA and get those connections, then maybe that may be your way. But for a lot of us that have a large stream and a large visual of just being able to grab information, you got to go for what you know and use the instincts that you have and take it to the roof. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be this self-doubt inside of yourself when you're an entrepreneur, no matter how far along in the game you get, no matter how many awards, no matter how many accolades you get, you're going to have an issue. You know what I mean? You're going to feel like you could be doing something better because there's always so many creators that are out there doing the same thing that you do.
Right.
So you got to keep it pushing, and you got to have some form of self-confidence and keep it moving.
So Korey, if to any up and coming videographer out there, what kind of solid advice would you give them?
Man, get in. Just get in and start going. Don't never stop. You got to keep moving. Technology is always evolving. New skills and new ways to shoot is always coming out, and you just got to get in and get your hands dirty, man. Just get in and get dirty and start grinding. You know how you get, Pete. You come in and get your hands dirty, man. Get into everything. Ask questions, shoot as much as you can, and apologize later. When you're feeling.
Right,
100%, 100%.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the only thing I do like about Coach Korey right there.
And fuck that nigga.
Hey, I love you, nigga, too.
Hey, that's my brother. I don't care. Fuck that nigga. Love him to death. Just chop it up, goddammit. Shit. We keeping it real. Nah, you know what I mean? We family in here. Y'all feel me? Y'all already know how we get down and chop it up, man. We having a good time on this quarantining and this pandemic, and we just trying to give y'all some of the best advice that we can. And we called up somebody that was our OG at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, as much as you don't want to pretend that somebody helped you get to where you are or helped you in any kind of way, because that seems to be like, you know, what's going on right now. And like, you don't want to give the next man his credit, you know, but this has been somebody that's always been able to help us in some form of some way to level up. You know what I mean? And that was even if it was late night phone calls to, hey, I'm going to send you some shit, peep it. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean?
I remember blowing up. I would blow Corey's inbox up. He would just see it whenever he would see it. I'm like, whenever he shoots me some feedback, that's cool with me.
That works. You know what I mean? Even if it's for that video, if it's for the next video, it's something that we're going to be able to use and be able to just document that knowledge. You know what I mean? And you always need somebody like that in your corner, because that's one of the things that keeps you going.
Right. That's exactly what it's about, too. Just to hop in there, man. It's always about helping other people get to the top. You can't get to the top by yourself. You need a solid team or whatnot. But the greatest thing about all of that is, like I said, your net worth is your net worth. So it's never been a time where I couldn't call my guys neither and ask for help, because, like I said, it's always a family of people around you that help you get to where you at, and just for you to make you better and talented. So that's what it's all about.
You know what? That boy dropping jam. Oh, God.
This guy.
Damn it. That boy.
Get your drunk ass fingers away from this damn boy.
Hit him with the gym, P. Hit him with the gym. That boy dropping gems.
He over there sending crickets and shit.
Shit. It wasn't crickets. It was gems. God damn it. That's P's job. I shouldn't be over there touching the keyboard.
Get them drunk ass fingers away from over here.
We dropping gems for y'all tonight. Mind your business over there. Mind your business.
You see all these damn colors and shit like a little kid. Damn.
I knew that one was
and a fat kid in a candy store.
Right, and you know he's fat.
Hey, I'm done with y'all. I worked out today. I worked out today.
You still got titties, bro.
Hey, he walked to the refrigerator and back to the couch, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm done with y'all.
He was asleep when I got here. I had to wake his big ass up.
That was because of my workout. Thank you very much. Y'all see what I got to deal with.
It's not all the way around on them.
It's not only Coach Korey, but now P is a teammate. You know what I mean? I thought he was on my side. It's time to shut this shit down. I'm done with both of them. It's time for me to get a new drink anyways. Y'all hear my ice. Y'all know when y'all hear my ice, it's time for a new episode. Shit.
Oh, man. Coach Korey, we appreciate you, man. Definitely, we caught you off guard, and we already knew you was going to come through for us.
We already knew you was going to hold it down. You know what I mean? So we wanted to give the viewers, the listeners, the real live deal. You know what I mean? We didn't want to give you no prep time. We like to catch you off guard. And that goes back to the same way that we would send you footage. It will be off guard and at any time. And you will come through like you were supposed to every goddamn time. So we appreciate you, bro.
Man. That's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about. Appreciate that.
All right, bro. We'll talk to you later.
All right, for sure. Y'all be safe. Cover up. Don't pass that corona, that COVID-19 nigga.
COVID-19, we not messing with it. It's out of here.
Go Cowboys.
Oh, no, it's Niners over here.
Hey, hang up right now.
All right, y'all, chop it up, family, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I want to say that was the first successful, guest that we had. We tried it before, and that was my era. You know what I mean? He was
drunk. He was drunk.
Listen, drunk and buzz driving, you get the same ticket, but it's different. So I don't know if buzz podcasting and drunk podcasting is the same. Yeah. But with that being said, I'm your man, Anthony Smith.
Yo, P in the building.
And this is... I need just one more drink.
Your ass is retarded. You don't need no more drinks.
That's it.
You need some Pedialyte or something.
Golly. Pedialyte.
Turn the camera off.
Pedialyte. Bye, niggas.